Oh, you even let me hit the button.
It said live. Oh my god.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Voices from the Mausoleum's first live with Mike and Tasha. I feel like it would have been funnier to see the conversations before this started.
Well, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No
idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think we're gonna have fun tonight. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Nah,
Y'all
I
are
don't
gonna
know.
have fun watching us make fools of ourselves. I'm sure.
yeah, just everyone pray to the internet gods that the internet holds up. That's the only thing I've been worried about all day. Actually, was the internet holding up. So
I think we had that conversation a couple of times.
yes, multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tasha, tell us what your first drink is gonna be, and then I'll tell what ours is gonna be.
Because I live in Tennessee, I have Old Smoky Moonshine, and it is delicious. I was looking for this bottle, so it's a white chocolate strawberry cream. I have been looking for this flavor for months, but they don't have it everywhere. So
Yeah.
I managed to find it a couple months ago, and I about cried in the liquor store. That's how happy I was.
I was actually going to ask you if you found it in just like a liquor store.
Yeah, it's weird because like you kind of assume that if you go up to the distillery where they do the yes.
I've never had moonshine ever. I've never had it.
So they're basically free tastings up in Gatlinburg.
Okay,
But they don't carry all the variations there. So like my dad and I, it's tradition when he comes down from New York to visit, we go do moonshine. And they have one that's peaches soaked in moonshine. Oh my god. It's so good.
I had some moonshine several years ago. It wasn't Old Smoky. It was from a guy named Jethro. I think that's what his name was.
That means it's legit.
Yeah.
How long did you go blind for?
So I didn't, luckily, but I did drink quite a bit of it. And then I also drank a lot more of everything else. And that the following morning I was still drunk. I did not go to sleep that night. Woke up still drunk. Went outside, saw a river otter just hanging out, and then I chased it into the woods.
I wish I saw otters when I was drunk.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like that is a moonshine name.
I saw a meme where it said, "You don't get moonshine from the liquor store. You get moonshine from a guy named Jed who has a reading level of a third grader and has been out of the holler for the last 8 months." But it was quite an experience. But yeah, I had like a lot of beer, a couple of Irish car bombs, and then like just a glass of moonshine.
Mixing it all, man.
Oh yeah,
That makes my head hurt. Like just thinking about like all the different.
If I had any feeling in my body at that point,
you would have had a headache.
What's really good is apple pie moonshine with ginger ale. It sounds weird.
That doesn't sound weird.
Apples and ginger are like
that goes good. That sounds like that would be good.
Yeah, if you ever want to do something really really good with apple pie, grate some ginger, some fresh ginger, and mix it in with the apples before you bake it. Oh.
If I could bake, that sounds like it would be amazing.
Welcome back to Cooking with
If I could bake.
I can cook, but for the life of me, I cannot bake.
Baking is like an art.
Muffins.
It's like I don't know, like you have to have like a talent for it.
And you should probably, if you don't already watch him, you should probably watch B. Dylan Hollis on TikTok and some on YouTube. He is fucking hilarious. Are we cussing tonight?
I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know how YouTube works.
Anyway.
I don't know. You can't edit them out, so I feel like it's probably going to happen, right?
Okay. Well, all right. Well, it just happened, so. Anyway, so Angel, what are we doing?
So I saw a Facebook ad because it's always listening and it knows that I love Resident Evil. And I found this stuff called, I think it's called Cocalero, but it's a Resident Evil version.
Ooh, I'm jelly. What flavor is it?
It's
Not Midori.
herbal. I don't know. That's all it says.
That's
It
scary.
says South American herbal liqueur.
So
But it's specifically for, there's a Netflix Resident Evil show called Infinite Darkness, and that's what the label is for.
so it's allegedly coca leaf,
That's right.
juniper, ginger, lavender, and
I-
11 secret herbs and spices.
11.
Actually, it's 13. I just went with the kernel on that one.
Sounds like you're going to be hearing colors by the end of the night. Is what it
Yeah,
sounds
so
like.
it's so I when I was trying to pull it out of the like fancy sleeve it came in, I accidentally yanked this off or like turned it, It's it's strong. It did come with this really cute cup though.
That is adorable.
So Mike and I are going to do that first.
It's the traditional bomb cup.
Yeah, you're supposed to put something in the top of it, but I'm going to use it as a shot glass for right now.
Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You put Red Bull in the bottom and then float the
Mm-mm.
traditional
Red Bull.
Indian drink. Red Bull and this. It smells like gin.
It does smell like gin. You're
Like
right.
a sweet gin.
Ooh.
I'm actually a little excited about that.
I like gin. I learned that
I can
recently.
definitely smell the lavender.
I can smell the
Gin
lavender.
is good stuff.
So we're gonna be getting lit, but also vibing.
I have a
Vibing?
whole
Is that
jar
what
of.
she said?
Vibing.
Come on, man.
It was just a drop.
Is that a party foul already?
Yeah. And then eventually we're going to do a Resident Evil video, and when we do, Mike's going to make drinks,
I still
come
need
up
to
with
see-
Make a cocktail.
like a
I
mix.
still need to see Raccoon City.
It's really good. All right, you ready, Tasha?
It's really good.
Ready?
All right, first live.
Woo!
Bye.
Please don't taste gross. Tastes like gin.
Yeah,
No?
it tastes like it's sweet.
Yeah,
It's very sweet.
it does taste like gin though.
Woo!
Ooh,
Cheers,
yeah,
Steve.
on the breathe out, it's
Yeah.
pretty smooth.
That's not
I
bad.
mean, yeah,
I don't think I made a face or anything.
I couldn't tell. I had a jar in my face.
my mouth smells lavender right now.
That sounds very calming.
Oh, I missed it.
Sorry, Steve.
I also have a
hi,
jar.
Steve.
Steve, Mike, Steve.
I have a jar of peppermint moonshine in the fridge. Hot chocolate, man.
Mm.
Oh, I've never had it. Maybe we'll have some when we come up in September.
There you go.
That's a good
Although
point.
it'll
Take
still
some
probably
with
be
us,
hot as-
too. Where are we going? West Virginia. I couldn't remember.
We're
Sorry,
gonna
go ahead.
we're gonna go take some lamps up to West Virginia and see
Oh,
if we can attract some
Jesus
Mothman.
That's right.
Look, I'm really excited about Mothman. Like, real excited.
Intelligent. Come on now.
Really?
No, what's true is he sounded fully intelligent before I started editing.
And then it just sounds like me cutting, like he just cuts me off. That's what happens.
No,
Oof.
Volkswagen is actually cinnamon
No,
Oh, I can't
yeah.
do cinnamon.
with gold.
Hi, Curtis.
And
Hi, Curtis.
I have no idea who you are.
I'll be
so-
the greeter. I'll
You've
be the
heard of
Walmart
Curtis,
greeter.
though. You know who he is. You just haven't.
But
Met him.
yeah, no, Volkswagen is great. It's
I like, yeah,
it's
that
cinnamon,
stuff's good.
Cinnamon's.
I can't do cinnamon, man.
yeah,
Not in
You don't like
drinks.
Fireball either. Yeah.
Ugh.
See, okay, so
We're about to
Um,
get way derailed.
yeah,
Are we about to digress?
I'm sorry.
Heavy,
have we ever
heavy Mike
have
digressing.
Have we digressed at all? This is digressing.
That's a valid
Okay.
question.
So Coca-Cola recently came out with this drink called Starlight, which is
seen it.
interesting.
I haven't tried it.
It tastes like
Space.
space. It's mostly graham cracker,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
weird.
like a mentholated aftertaste, so your whole mouth like kind of cools down. It's interesting.
It's weird.
But I was thinking, hey, this would taste really good with like something like horchata, or something with the cinnamon and the vanilla.
What's
my-
that stuff that's like drinking milk from Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Rum chata. You ever
Yeah,
had
rum
that?
chata.
Oh, I haven't had that one. I've just had
That
horchata.
shit is delicious.
We had the cheap ass knockoff in our freezer. It's the Cruzan Velvet Sin.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to use some of that and put it in the Coke, and it's going to taste amazing. So I poured a shot in a glass, cracked open an ice cold Coca-Cola Starlight, and poured it in. I'm thinking at worst it's gonna be like a Coke float or something like that or something. It was not. So Starlight is apparently pretty acidic. And Velvet Sin has cream in it.
Oh.
And so as soon as the Starlight touched the Sin, it curdled.
As soon as Starlight touched the
And
Sin.
it didn't just like curdle up.
Oh,
It
gross.
also foamed
Tasha
like elephant toothpaste. And it just went everywhere. And I was so upset. It smelled really, really good. So, the flavors were definitely there. But the texture, I'm assuming, probably was going to be not quite ideal. I didn't try it because, but yeah.
Really? You went through all that and you didn't even try?
So aside from that,
I still love myself.
Aside from that, Mike is actually pretty good at making drinks if you don't want to feel your face after your second one. So we're in great hands when we go to Mothman in September.
So we drink and then Mothman hunt?
Yes! That's perfect.
I don't see how that could possibly go wrong.
No.
Drink and then drink while Mothman hunting. Like,
we might scare them all.
Back.
That's a solid plan. I was just thinking that in my head. I was just like, give us just pull like a little straw.
I'm so glad that I've never seen a horror movie where people drink and then get murdered.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody is sober and makes the wisest decisions possible.
Would make for very short movies.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, one of them has to survive.
Maybe.
Tasha and I talked about this because we want to go to Wendigo Lake, and we're talking about like what would look. We were talking about it, and we were talking about the fact that like, well, maybe that's when we get famous is when we die, getting taken by a Wendigo. And then Tasha goes, "Well, Mike will have to film it if we're gonna get famous."
All the views, all of them.
us, like, yeah. Look, we're going to Wendigo Lake in 2023. Tasha and I have decided.
I thought we were going to Salem, Massachusetts.
We are. We're also going to a found footage in March next year.
I know. I was so excited when I found that.
Dude, that was a really good find. Did you just see it on Twitter?
Yeah. So funny story. I was like flipping through because I'll like somebody or follow them, and then it gives you options for following other people.
Oh,
and
yes. That was
and
one
I
of the
found a podcast called Murmurs from the Morgue or Murmurs from the Grave.
That's why we're gonna use the camera. Duh. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Also, Curtis, I finally sent all those little vials out today. Are you proud? I got them all out today.
Did somebody finally take that last one?
No! I'm so mad about it.
Ruh-roh,
Yes,
Raggy.
there's about a 30-second lag due to YouTube's bullshit.
Oh, so that's actually like not an internet thing.
No,
right.
that's
not an internet thing. It happens to other people that I watch live streams for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll still take the compliment.
We'll take anything at this point.
5 minutes later, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
that was good. I like this.
Yeah.
What are you going to mix with it next time?
I don't know. I might have to have another taste later. Let me steep in it.
There better be some left when I come down in July.
You know what? Actually,
Girl, if we drink this whole thing before you get here in July, we got some problems. This stuff's strong.
Actually, you know what? Mixing it and using Earl Grey as a
tea.
Yeah, with the citrus and the Earl Grey. I mean,
look at Tasha's face. Exactly.
Trust me.
I'm going to talk about my artist.
Trust me, bro.
I've heard that before.
So there really wasn't a reason for doing the live other than I just wanted to. And the fact that I have this giant ass board behind me that needs stuff to go on it. And I thought that'll be a good motivator for me to finally put all the stuff that I have. Which, fun fact, is a lot.
Oh man.
So
it's not all gonna fit.
It's just like a couple things. I put all of the artists and sites and everything information, I think, in the description. I think I got everybody. I'm pretty sure. So
if you did, they'll just cancel you. It's okay.
Cancel bro. Every time that comes up. So there's a scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, spoiler alert, where Leatherface comes up to this guy. I won't tell you what part it is in case you watch it. And the guy literally is like holding up his phone like this. And he's like, "You're canceled, bro." Like says that in the movie. So anyway.
Is that right before he got canceled in the face with the chainsaw?
Him and like a whole bunch of yeah.
I mean,
yep.
What's a phone gonna do?
Ruin his reputation online, duh.
Influencers.
I mean, chainsaws can't send tweets yet.
Give it time.
Wheels turning.
I sense a Leatherface's chainsaw account. And then there's Michael Myers' knife.
Tasha gave it a 9 out of 10. She loved it. It's her top one for 2022 so far. When you said your score, I couldn't stop laughing. I wasn't expecting you to rate it that badly.
Give it an NA.
You're not going to watch it, yeah. No. You're not.
How squeaky is my chair? Can you hear my chair?
Yes. Now I can. I hadn't noticed it before, though.
Well, good. Now you'll hear it the rest of the night.
I told her earlier we could use it for when we do some shorts as like a sound effect. Just record her chair.
I just want to make the credits, man. That's all I'm worried about.
I mean, I'll just hold the microphone up when we need it. You just whenever she just squeaks her chair, we'll hear it down here. Hashtag rude.
Is that what the kids do these days?
Apparently Mike knows some shit we don't know. Because I didn't know that one. Right. So so most of this stuff is from Print is Dead, which I've talked about a lot. But I also got these stickers from Creepy Co. that are going to go up there. I've got pins that are going up there. These are from Print is Dead. And then I've got thank you notes from Print is Dead.
I put mine up too.
And I've shared a picture of this. I couldn't take it off because it's like nailed to my door. But I have this really cool sign on the outside of my door that says Creative Sanctuary, and it's written in like a zombie font, and it was done by Franken Freckle Customs.
Ooh.
My Cujo card from that awful BAM horror box.
Not gonna read all that, but sorry that happened.
I actually really liked the remake. I loved the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I think that Jackie Earl, whatever his name is, I think he did as good as he was going to do with the writing that he was given.
So close. So close.
Not even a little bit close.
See.
Was I right?
The problem
nailed it.
The three of us squirrel in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So you've got to be reading our minds or something.
To be steps ahead of us.
Curtis, keep up with the name of the game here.
Right?
I don't even know what I'm going to be thinking in the next 10 seconds. So
How many, when you said earlier to Tasha, when you said that you had questions, how many did you write down? Or
Just a couple.
Just a couple? I was going to
Yeah.
ask if you wanted to ask one because I'm like so curious.
I was like all hopped up on pre-workout and I was like, oh, that'd be great.
She wouldn't tell me what they were, so I have no idea what she's going to say.
So
you were questions for
I
me.
don't fucking know. She didn't tell me.
And it killed her and it cracked me up.
I'll do this and then you do a question.
Okay.
I'm just going to, some of
If
it.
we can't answer the question, we'll drink.
So, I have work tomorrow. Y'all.
So do I.
I have work tomorrow. I can't be like, okay. So I included this one because my beautiful Frankenstein that's back there, well, my Frankenstein monster that's back there is like the highlight. Like, he's my favorite thing in the whole world. I love him so much. Came from Elvis Dead posters. So I have their card. But that's he did like, I forget how many. I can't see the number. There's a number on the bottom of it because he only did 35. So many. Does it say 35?
35. It's 17 of 35.
Yeah. So that's why that's in there. And I was pretty excited about this actually. So I follow this guy Jeremiah on Bigfoot Society, and I became a patron of his, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I got my official membership card.
Heck yeah.
Which is going on the board. And a really cute thank you note, which is going on the board. And the red demon thing by Mike was done by this girl called House of Boo. So I have her thank you card from when I ordered that. Silent Hill Nurse, like you do.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
From Night Sky Craft. That's why that's there. Because I can't remember who it was from.
Oh, is it this one?
No. Oh, yes. I thought this was cute. This is from Bats in the Belfry. And this is all Print is Dead. Like, tons of stuff from her.
Because she's awesome.
She's amazing. I love Elise. The owner of that shop is phenomenal. And yeah, I will always buy stuff from her because she's awesome. I have a ton of her prints and stuff. Tons. Tasha, I'm going to send you that one. Because I have two.
Twinning.
Told you. I have so many of her things. Like, so many.
I ordered the flowers for one of my friends and shipped them to her for Christmas. Ooh, I like those skeleton hands.
Whenever she finishes her tarot deck, I'm going to buy the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
I like this one.
Ooh.
They're like a beast. I mean, it's a werewolf, but obviously, like, I guess it's a werewolf. I read out. This is from Tyler Lance, who I interview tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Sorry.
I love his dino stuff.
Yeah, these are called pterodactyls. Get it? Because they're Freddy, Jason, Michael, and
Leatherface.
Leatherface. That's the one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
know we haven't talked about him in a while.
I didn't remember. That came from a band box.
Ooh.
And then these are cool. I got these from a site called Twisted Squid.
Oh, snap.
Neat, huh? I like this. Oh,
I do like those.
They do mental health art. It's like a whole thing. And Princess Dead.
Nuh-uh.
Did you get anything from Princess Dead?
Look, she my favorite. She is like, I love her stuff so much. I love it. All right, anyway, so that's my art stuff. Now can she ask a question?
Yes. Uh-oh.
I know, I love him.
Yeah.
With the octopus, jellyfish. What the fuck? Jellyfish.
I know aminals.
I've had these for literally probably 6 months. They're really neat.
No, come back.
I hope my house hasn't burned. If so, miss me.
Naturally.
Bye, Curtis.
Bye.
10 minutes after the fact.
Yeah, right. He's been gone for 15 minutes. It's okay.
We'll send him a snail mail. Maybe we'll be
might get there first
by the time he sees this part.
Anyways, now can she ask one of her things?
Yes, ask away.
I want to know what it is.
Okay, so I'll let you decide whether you have to answer it immediately or if you get time to think about it.
Okay.
Who is a character from a movie that you were legit bummed to see die? Like,
Oh, Randy
You
from
had to-
Scream. Final
What?
answer.
oh, that is a good one.
Yeah. And second to that would be Kirby, but she's definitely second from Scream 4. What about you? Which one you got? Or which one's like one that you were really bummed about?
Why would I think up answers to my own questions?
Are you shitting me right now? You got You have an answer.
I don't know. Pretty much. All right. Chris Hemsworth, Cabin in the Woods. Chris Hemsworth should never be killed.
Okay, but also that was like one of the funniest parts of the movie.
I know, but still. Thor should never die.
First of all, Scream 4 is old. You gotta get with the movie, Steve. Makes you look good. Damn, you really not seen Scream 4? You messing with me? Because I feel like
I don't know if I made it through.
well, she's kind of a main
Whole
character.
thing.
She's not the main character. I didn't tell you the killers were. Killer.
Valid.
Oh, now you've spoiled it even more.
Keep digging. Keep
Really,
digging.
Chris Hemsworth from Cabin in the Woods? That's your answer?
Ugh, that's the best one. That's the first one that comes to mind.
My answer?
Oh, right. What was your
Yeah.
answer?
The dog from I Am Legend.
Oh,
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was
yeah.
Sam. Had to think of the name for a second, but yeah.
that was rough.
But that's mostly because dogs are good girls and good boys.
Yeah,
Four that's not one. I don't really care for that movie that much. 4 was is a lot of people really like Scream 4, but it wasn't one of
Steve.
my favorite.
It was a great answer.
I didn't even think. I wasn't even thinking animals. I was just thinking like that's like so many. From my childhood, let's start with Bambi's mom or Littlefoot's mom or all the moms that Disney and all those other companies killed in front of my eyes when I was 5 years old.
Yep.
Melinda likes I Am Legend. That's one she likes.
That's a good one.
Like I prefer the older ones.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Omega Man. The older ones are definitely.
Tasha, I feel like you're sorry. Tasha, I feel like your taste is so uneven sometimes. I feel like it's just peaks and valleys. Like who you think is good looking makes
it functions the same way my brain does, so it's okay.
It goes up and down and up and down. At least it is.
Yeah,
That's true.
No,
so
just brothers
so valid.
and sisters.
Y'all ever seen Fox and the Hound?
This isn't supposed to be sad. Don't make me cry.
Sorry. You asked the fucking question. How did you get mad at me?
I didn't
Who did you
anticipate
really hate
this
to see
turn,
die in
okay?
all these movies where a lot of people die.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be sad.
Make up your mind, Tasha.
Weak
Like
sauce.
Cabin in the Woods, most of the murders. Funny.
Okay, can I ask you if you had one that you wished would have died? Who would that have been?
That was my other question.
Hashtag horror besties. I did Mike's
Um,
thing. Or that's not how you did it. What did you do?
Hashtag.
However that works. Whatever you kids do these days.
That's right. Did you have an answer? I'd have to really think about that. A lot of people.
Are we sticking with horror genre or just like
I
any?
think because your horror is like not limited, but you know that's not like your favorite. You could pick anybody.
Sid from Toy Story.
Oh, what's that bitch's name from Harry Potter? The one with the pink hat? What's her name?
Umbridge. Dolores
Her!
Umbridge.
That's
She's
the
a
one I would have been
bitch.
trying to see die horribly.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was the worst.
And not a quick, painless death either.
No, something awful. She was awful. She made me so uncomfortable in that movie.
Wait. Was it happy to see or wanted to see? Sorry.
Oh, wanted. Sorry, I don't know. I might have said both. Wanted.
Someone that you wanted to see die who didn't.
Somebody that you wanted to see.
Wanted to see die.
Wanted to see die.
That's a really good one.
I'm trying to think horror-wise. There was somebody else. That's hard.
I know.
Shit, I don't know about that one. I'll think about it from a horror
Look
side,
at the
but definitely
professor
Umbridge from Harry Potter.
So I know this is like fringe, this less horror and more like horror tropes, but the fucking professor from Nightmare Before Christmas, he was a dick.
Everyone
have to see that movie.
Yes,
but like in the
Yes.
first 5 minutes, so we don't have to watch the rest of the movie.
Oh my god. So
I hate Cloverfield.
I actually had to walk out of Cloverfield not because I didn't enjoy watching it.
You thought you were gonna throw up?
I don't walk out of movies if I think it's gonna be bad. I will stop a movie and not see it ever again. Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be bad.
I got my money back on that one.
Cloverfield, I actually had to step out because the camera shake was so bad that
It's
I was
awful.
getting motion sickness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it was about the time where I didn't even create emotional attachments to any of the characters. Not that there was any sort of, character development to speak of.
No.
But the part where the girl's rib cage exploded. That's when I was just like, I gotta step out for a second.
I kind of liked that part, but I think
Well, but there's been so much shaking because the little.
it's a lot.
The
It is.
Little things are running around and just like.
And a lot of people, every conversation about horror ends up talking about found footage. Although this time I would like to point out that it is Steve's fault, not my fault. So Cloverfield is one of the movies that people who say they hate found footage, like every found footage movie ever, and that's the only one they've ever seen. That happens so many times, and it infuriates me because it's not even the standard for found footage. Like,
Actually,
go on.
sorry to interrupt, but I will.
Are you?
If I don't. The one that I wanted to see die the most was the entire McAllister family from Home Alone because they're all the fucking worst.
They are the worst.
They are all bad.
So let's go
Nobody
to a
is
Christmas movie.
When
Do you see that coming, Tasha, for your little game here?
like they're all just terrible people.
Yeah.
Terrible people.
It's true. No, it's definitely true.
Sorry. No, I've had it out for them for a while.
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head from horror.
I mean, that one girl in All of Us Are Dead, the one that ended up surviving, but really didn't seem to have any purpose for the entire thing.
Oh, yeah.
Know which one I'm talking about?
I actually felt like, well, I was going to be careful with spoilers, but I was just because it's still kind of new. But I also felt like there was like 5 characters in that could have just been like murdered, like right up front. And I wouldn't have cared at all.
What
That's
about
valid.
any character that Rob Zombie's wife plays?
Oh. Did you see that Monsters got like a PG rating?
What?
It's going to be, yeah, no, seriously, it's going to be like a family show, or as family as it can be. I don't know.
Mixed feelings
No,
about
seriously.
them.
It's
a
PG.
family show.
I know, but I thought he was going to take it in the other direction, but no, it's got a PG rating.
I feel like that's kind of one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I think that's too much of a class. Like, yeah, some shit just needs to be left alone. And I just don't think he's going to be the one that can, like, I mean, I don't know.
No.
I think
that'd be like, I mean, I'm particularly biased, but like if they tried to redo Golden Girls.
Tasha would be outside with pitchforks at the studio.
We're all gonna have to be
Torches.
on before that happens.
No, that one I feel like that'd be so taboo. Y'all, you know when they announced that they were going to remake The Exorcist, there was a petition the next day that already had like hundreds of thousands of signatures. They were like, enough.
Negative.
And then there's Bel Air, which apparently is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about the new Prince of Bel Air one.
I was like, what are y'all talking about? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince. Yeah.
Will Smith is the executive producer of it. So, like, I kind of give it a pass on that, but...
I'm not a super big fan of Will Smith.
Do you know how you find Will Smith in the snow?
Enlighten me.
Follow the Fresh Prince.
Remove.
I'll be here all night. Thank you.
Is there a ban option? Like,
Cancel, bro.
Report.
oh God.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You should, after this, you should put your, if you still have them, the screenshots of your Snapchats about the plants and your puns.
My cousin was so
That's
excited.
my sentiments exactly.
What? Rude.
She and Mike are going to be best friends after months. Man, they are going to drive me fucking nuts. I'm going to be ready to jump out of the car about halfway there. I mean that lovingly.
In the best way possible.
Mm-hmm. But can I recommend that you probably not get out of a car in West Virginia somewhere?
I would do it before we got to West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Way before. You guys are going to have me like, yeah.
Oh, so we're not going to make it out of her driveway?
We'll get to Tasha's and I just leave you there.
I live like 10 minutes from the airport. It's all right.
We'll still go figure it out.
I got buddies in Cleveland.
Well, that's a long ways for me.
They're ride or die, so.
Wait, Cleveland, Tennessee?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
I
not
immediately thought, oh, yeah, I thought the same thing you thought.
I was, I believe Deliverance, wasn't Deliverance North Georgia?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
not that far from where we live.
It's on, so I believe it was on the Ocoee, it was filmed on the Ocoee River.
Ocoee or Oconee?
I want to say Ocoee. Pretty sure it's Ocoee. Because Oconee is.
Where was
south.
Deliverance filmed? The river that divides South Carolina and Georgia was used as a backdrop. It technically says South Carolina though.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from South Carolina?
Woodall Shoals.
Woodall.
That's one of the rap.
Woodall Shoals.
It's Lake, whatever that is.
Lake Jocassee. Jocassee.
So the new girl that starts work on Monday sounds. You've heard Candace speak, right? Have you heard her talk?
I've edited your videos.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right. That's right. You have. Okay, so you haven't, but so the girl that's starting on Monday, who's going to be helping her do part of her job, sounds exactly like Candace.
A lot better than the last one.
Y'all, my accent's about to get real bad. You know how much I'm going to be talking to these people? It's going to get so bad. Ugh.
Oh man, am I gonna have to like edit a paste dog?
So yeah, Corey actually said that. He was like, I felt like when she was doing her phone interview, she must have had like, what did he call it? I can't remember what he called it, but he was like sticking out her mouth.
Hair grass.
Where are you from, Tasha?
New York.
That's right. I was gonna say because you don't, yeah.
Way upstate.
Upstate.
But if you hear me talk at work, I have an accent that comes out.
Well, you've lived in the South for a little while, though. Just 4 years? It's very contagious.
It is.
The
Super
accent
contagious.
is very, very contagious.
So what's funny is like of all of my friends, including ones not from like South Georgia, I have the slightest accent.
I don't think your accent's super strong.
No.
Mine
It used to be really bad. Like it was like I was like, hey y'all, how's it going? You know, how's your mom and them? Hey.
Out in the holler.
Mm-hmm.
Like Leslie Jordan.
No.
Yeah. No. But I worked really hard to get rid of my accent for whatever reason. So only when I'm tired or drunk or I talk for a long time. Like what's weird is like I'll be talking to I'll be talking to somebody at work and I'll start off with like the super professional accent, like very, very neutral. And then by the end of the conversation, they can't understand what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
mine's not that bad. Well, it can be, but it's the same. Mine's the same way. If I'm tired, if I'm super emotional, like angry or whatever, if I've been drinking, that's when it's bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's weird though when I get drunk. I mean, I haven't been drunk in the past in like over a decade, thankfully. Like drunk. Oh wait, did we get drunk and I forgot? That happens too.
I think the last time it was that bad was that Halloween party we had
Oh God.
with the tombstone Jello shots. Fun fact.
Oh no, I was more sober than the two of you. And
Yeah, I
ate
came
most of it.
I came upstairs and gave up. We made these. So Target had these tombstone cake pans that had like 6 or something in like a row, and but they were like this tall, and we were like, that would make a great Jello shot.
They're like, yeah, it's 4 ounces a piece, so we'll probably cut it in fourths.
That's not what happened.
No.
Instead, I got peer pressured after drinking all night to eat a whole one, and then I gave up. I was totally fine 1 second, and then I was like, I think I'm done. Like,
Oh
go
God.
upstairs and sit down.
I had 3.
My tolerance is not that high.
Like, I didn't realize that my tolerance was that high.
Mine is
was
not
that
that
night.
high.
So I started my collegiate career at a little university called Georgia Southern
I really
University.
struggled with that word. I was like, what is he talking about? What is
And,
collegiate?
It's known for its ability to help you put your liver in a coma so it can't feel.
So it can't feel?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm thinking of I remember the school now. I was like, wait, okay.
I drank a lot.
My tolerance is not like that at all.
Yeah, no, I would get up in the morning and my breakfast would be like a shot of 151 and a Pop-Tart.
It's the best way to kill a hangover.
I mean,
The Pop-Tart or the
yes.
The booze.
But yeah, no. So, but I hadn't drunk like that in since probably 2011 when my beautiful bride and I went down to Key West to find a place to get married, and we met her brother who. I don't know how much I drank that night. I don't remember a whole lot about that night except a really good pizza with like extra cheese and bacon. It was amazing.
Ooh, pizza.
And also somebody got in a wreck on Marathon Key and took down the power to Key West for like the entire night.
Whoops.
We had fun that weekend.
So I had
we didn't wreck anything. We weren't the ones wrecked.
just putting that out there, Mom.
I feel like the fact that you need to protest that, like
Start it with that.
Yeah. But no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
interesting.
have like my tolerances. I think the last time before I moved up here that that was like kind of a whew, was one of my going away parties before I moved up here was it was fun.
Are you talking about the endless blue motherfuckers?
No, God, that was before that. That was when that's when I lived with Sarah. And it wasn't endless, it was 2, but it wasn't the only 2 for the whole night. It was
so
awful.
one year I bought a brain mold, like a full-size
Mhm.
brain one. And I was like, oh, this will be perfect. Like, do a giant Jello shot brain.
Yes. I've seen that videos like that before.
I tried probably 3 or 4 times and could not get the Jello to come out of the mold right. So it just ended up being like a blob that we scooped into Jello shot cups with a spoon. Still delicious, but didn't really have the effect I was going for.
To be fair, though, that's kind of what it would have turned into anyway.
After a couple of cuts, that's true. So it like just wouldn't come out in one whole piece, is what you mean? Yeah. When we did the tombstones, we also took syringes and put Jello shots in those because it was very festive.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Those were delicious and fun.
You can't go wrong with a Jello shot.
And they were a huge hit because you just, pushed it into your mouth.
It's raining again.
Look. Anyway, moving along.
Moving on. Before we digress
Chris
again.
was still watching. In about 5 minutes, you'd see it. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Loud.
Yep.
Oh, man.
All right, Tasha, you got another question? I'm going to go start putting these on that thing.
No, those were the 2 I
Because
had.
otherwise, we'll get through this whole thing and I will not have done it at all.
Oh, man. You better get started. You can still talk and put stuff on.
I am. I'm just Try not to drop it all. Y'all calm down. Jesus. Take it down a couple notches.
No.
I with fuels. All right.
Over like
So Mike.
Rude.
Um,
Rude. I'm a delight, damn it.
Steve bringing in the that's what she said.
there it is.
Ah.
Good man. Good man.
That's right. Can't miss out on an opportunity like that.
What's sad is he probably said that before I said anything.
Probably.
So I have a question for you, Tasha.
Oh shit. What you got?
She say, oh
Hit me.
shit.
Yeah.
She's
Since
like, I don't know how I feel about this.
since you've obviously watched every single video on this channel,
Almost.
what's your favorite video on the Voices channel?
Obviously anything that has me in it. No, the Let's Play of the Medium.
Shut up, you bitch.
I swear.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Don't you
hate
tell me
that
what my
video.
favorite is. Rude.
I'm sorry, I don't know you very well, but I have to call you a damn lie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mike
that-
hated that video. Hated
Oh my
that
God.
series.
You guys
was
don't
like-
believe me?
It was
Huh?
You don't believe me?
No,
mean,
I think you're being sarcastic.
the best part
No.
about the best part about the videos is Angel. The gameplay kind of sucked.
I did the best that I could with what I was given.
And also, you restarted a lot fewer times than I kind of anticipated you would. The game's just that long.
I was about to say, first of all, I play games. Like, I'm not horrible. But I
No.
don't do very well with stealth games because I'm not very good at being stealthy. I prefer melee where I can just like stab things repeatedly until they go away.
See, the stealth stuff like totally stresses me out in a game, which is part of what like I loved the story in that game and that freaking monster.
So
The monster, I loved him. He was really cool. But my biggest thing is because they kept changing the dynamic,
Yeah.
it was like it just started getting really frustrating.
Yeah.
and for you chat folks, hey Josh, how's it
look
going?
there.
Oh, hey Josh.
So for you chat folks, and those of you who have just joined, we're talking about our favorite videos on
Mike
this
is
here
being
channel.
very conceited and
I am.
asking to tell us how much you love us.
So yeah, like tell us what your favorite video on the channel is.
I can't believe you guys don't believe me.
My favorite is actually the Alien Let's Play. What was it called?
Oh my God.
Oh.
They are
Let-
here.
They're here.
That one was a lot of fun. I
Oh
did
my
really
God.
like that
That
one.
was good
That
too.
one was fun.
Yeah, it was. So yes, that was a lot of fun to film and just do because it was great to just go hang out. But yeah, that one that she talks about, guys, that scream
That jump
was
scare.
real. Like so
It
one
got
of
me so bad.
so one of my favorite videos on the other channel that she has is a Let's Play of Krampus.
Krampus is home.
Yeah, Krampus is home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my she has my wife play it, and she I'm glad you did. That was
You gotta
a
tell me. I
great
can't
series.
see it.
Oh,
Use your
Josh,
words.
the influential horror film series.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that was really cool to see like the everybody's influences and then going back and either listening to some of the shorts or reading some of the shorts.
Mhm.
And just kind of just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
Mhm.
I just loved how much she had to watch A24.
Look,
But anyway, so Krampus is home. She has my wife play it. My wife does not do horror
at all.
at all. Like I do more horror than she does. She says that I don't. I do. And the first jump scare,
Melinda, I went deaf for 5 minutes.
I went deaf and I had the volume on 5.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was coming, and
Yeah.
it's still, but it's so.
She's reacting because she can see them. I'm like, what is she laughing at?
Yeah, I turned him on.
But oh, and by the way, lovely wife, lovely bride, right there.
Hi, Melinda. We love you.
Didn't you turn off the lights for Krampus's home?
No,
too?
she wouldn't let me. I did try though. I did try. She said, "Fuck no." I tried.
Although I will say, even though she says she doesn't do horror at all, she does love the Scream series.
Yeah, and she liked I Am Legend, and she liked Woman in Black.
Yeah.
And
the others.
And the others.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, we're fans of that one.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Bye.
But no, it's so did any of y'all on the live have any questions for us? Yeah,
other than Tasha.
So Josh says he can't do horror games.
See, I can't play them, which is
Me
why I
either.
love to watch somebody else do it.
So I'm the same way, but I also really like, I don't know, I hate them because I really liked playing there here, but it really did scare me. Like, I'm so uncomfortable that whole game, but then it was funny to like go back and see it.
Busted.
What?
She says literally logged in just before we started talking about Krampus. LMAO.
What are the odds? Did you feel the energy?
Yeah.
Her ears were ringing.
That's right.
What are we talking about?
Horror games.
Horror games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just had a chair dysfunction.
I've watched a few horror games. I saw, for whatever reason, a video game, a Let's Play came up of a Cthulhuan, Lovecraftian dating sim.
Yes, with Cthulhu. I've seen that.
Ladina or whatever.
Yeah. I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
Yes, definitely ears, and it's not just the Cocalero.
What?
But I still taste lavender.
Isn't that supposed to be calming?
But
I don't know. I think. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of it is, but you're like this horny bro who summons an elder god, and you basically bring about the end of humanity or the end of existence so that you can get some.
Yeah. Dating simulators are fucking weird. They're so weird.
And then you add
there's
Lovecraft
a
to
real
it.
dating.
There's a Siren Head one too. That's very bizarre.
No.
Very bizarre.
Yeah, that's but yeah, no. I do a lot. I watch a lot of Let's Plays of several different genres, mostly because I have better. I can't afford games.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were about to say I have better things to do.
I was gonna say better uses of my money, but that's not true. I just can't afford it.
They're expensive.
Adulting is hard, guys. But Let's Plays are fantastic to watch, and I've seen some different ones. They're just I would not be able to play them. I'd get to the first jump scare and be like, nope, I'm done.
I even did when I did that video for the bad horror games. Some of even the bad ones got to me because of the sound design and how dark it is. I'm like, there's like one that I just gave up on because it scared me and I couldn't play it anymore.
You know, there was one that you played. It was one of the bad Christmas ones that actually looked like it could actually be fun. It's the elf one where you clean up
the bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one.
Visceral Cleanup.
Yes.
Santa's Workshop Edition.
It looked like it actually could be pretty fun.
Yeah, but and you can play multiple players, so you can have people help you clean all that shit up.
You can have a cleaning crew.
Literally.
Yeah, that one was fun to watch.
Yeah.
The design on it looked really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's quite a few like levels or not levels, versions of it.
So
Yeah, no, I always, like, my sister just turned 15 in January, and I made fun of her every time I'd catch her watching somebody play a game on YouTube. I'm like, what is the point? And then I started following her crap. And
come on, man.
Do you remember how quick I binged through The Medium?
Yeah.
See? And
You
you
made
still
me
didn't
feel all
believe
warm
it.
and fuzzy on the inside.
And you still didn't believe that it's my favorite.
I really thought I had it in my head that you told me that like you liked me, but you didn't like the game.
No.
But maybe you didn't say that. I don't know. I thought.
I mean, that could have been me. Sometimes I speak in a high ass voice.
I really thought that's what you had said, but maybe
No.
I don't know.
But
no, because your reactions to things cracked me up as much as I was entertained by the game.
Yeah, and they're all legit because yeah. The first jump scare was really good. I glare a lot afterwards, but the first one was really good.
I think the first couple of episodes that we ran through were pretty good because it had a story and it was dynamic and you were kind of learning everything. And then after that, it just kind of turned into, okay, sneak here, okay, sneak there.
Okay, new power here. I will tell you, Thomas's other side or whatever, those are my favorite parts of that game.
Yeah.
Like
if I were a video game character, Tasha, I would marry him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's so mean and like sinister and not sinister, like pessimistic and negative, and I was like, I'm
Cynical.
all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have enough experience with video games to. I mean, I was a big World of Warcraft fan, so there isn't really
Horde or Alliance.
Alliance. Well, I had characters on both sides.
He went from excited to really disappointed in you in like 2 seconds.
Human Warlock.
I was a Tauren warrior. I mean,
Still a good
technically, I
choice.
still am. The account still exists. It's just not active.
Yeah, same.
But
which is probably for the best, because if I were to get back into it, I would accomplish nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'll tell you what. There's another game where you can waste your entire life in and not really realize it, and not just anything on your phone. But yeah. Well, for me, it was EVE Online. I like space. I like space. But there's a Portal 2 reference if y'all didn't know. Anywho.
Oh my god. Anyway.
But I love space, and I fell in love with EVE Online. And you could do pretty much anything you wanted in it. I had a bunch of friends that played it. And then I got laid off from that company that I was working at where I had a bunch of friends that played it. And so while I was looking for jobs, I was still playing EVE. And it got to the point where even when I started working again, I was on EVE as much as I was on, logged into work. And it just became work for me. I was just like, you know what? Because like you can mine asteroids and sell the raw materials, and it's a player-driven economy and all that good stuff. So I had like spreadsheets, macro-enabled spreadsheets with API callouts to this stupid-ass game, getting material pricing from different ports.
Tasha, look what you started by saying that you like WoW. Look what you started.
And
Don't
that's,
judge me.
And so I would have 3 screens up. I would have my work because I was work from home at that point in time, and then the game on the middle screen, and then that Excel spreadsheet on the right screen, and I would work and also like play the market. And it was just, after a while I was like, you know what, I can't do this. When work becomes more enjoyable than playing a video game, you've got a problem.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, so I stopped playing that, and
that's valid. I'll give you that.
Well, Tasha, I'm glad that you liked the medium. I had a lot of fun playing it, but I didn't like the game.
Yeah. I wish the ending had been different.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
the ending. Well, you know, Bloomer Team, the team that designed that game, is working with Konami to do a horror game, and it's rumored that it's going to be kind of Silent Hill-esque.
Oh, that's awesome.
No. They need to leave Silent Hill the fuck alone. Silent Hill is a near and dear. That is like one of that's my baby. Like, leave it alone.
I didn't realize it was supposed to be. So it's supposed to be like redoing Silent Hill.
No, but it's probably going to have a lot of influences because I think that the medium had some Silent Hill influences.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah. So I don't know what the game is supposed to be, but that's the rumor.
What I would like to know is what the hell happened to Resident Evil?
What do you mean? I liked 7. I haven't watched 8 yet. I'm not playing it.
No, I'm talking about the games. Like, what is it? The Village?
Yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah. So
with the vampires?
Yeah, like it started off as a zombie movie or a zombie video game, and now you've got vampires.
To be fair, it wasn't quite just zombies. There was a giant ass snake and a terrifying fucking spider and those awful sharks.
I have a question.
Zombies, though.
What spider isn't terrifying?
Valid, but when they're that big.
Yeah. True.
So I don't know. I got mad when they went military with it. When it was like, and when they got to 5, it was super military, and I hated that.
Yeah.
I liked when they did 7 because they went back to like its roots.
One of my favorite things about the original Resident Evil is the fact that resources were so scarce.
It's
so
a survival horror.
Yeah. But it was,
Yeah.
but like after, what was it, 3, where it became pretty much a run and shoot. Was that 3 or was that 5? Where it basically
it started going in that direction in 4.
4, okay.
When you play, what is it, Leon?
Yeah.
And you go to that town and, you know, it's like, yeah, it's 4. And then 5 is when you're in Africa, I think.
That's right. Yeah.
That one is like mostly military.
I used to play some horror games. I played Pitch Black, Resident Evil, Silent Hill. Loved Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill.
And those were fantastic games. And there were some games that just had the creep factor too, that weren't necessarily horror games, but like it's gonna sound really stupid, but Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That had some creepy ass moments in it.
Yeah.
Especially with the moon. Oh. But yeah, no, I used to play quite a bit of them because they were, and it wasn't so much that they were scary. Like Resident Evil to me wasn't necessarily scary. Yeah, you had your jump scares, and the lore was creepy as hell. But it was mostly about like the survival was mostly about survival, like finding solutions that don't require you to, you know,
well, it's a puzzle.
Run through a horde of you know, zombies or whatever.
Did you ever play that PlayStation game D?
No.
Stood for Dracula. That was a badass horror game and was absolutely terrifying. And there's these decisions you get to make in the game where you can either make it all the way through or you don't make it all the way through. And that one was very scary.
I played Castlevania.
Oh, yeah?
Speaking of good shows.
Love Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Did you watch that? Do you watch animes, Tasha?
I saw Attack on Titan.
Oh, that's a good one too. I like that one.
I like that one.
Castlevania is really good. Like really, really good. It just finished. Like
I'll have to take a look.
Middle of last year.
Bill Nye plays or voices one of the characters. So
that's awesome. So
like, and it's crazy too because like so Bill Nye, you know when he's voicing somebody or he's playing somebody, you just hear the voice and it's like, yep, that's him. He's kind of like so a little bit of a tangent, not that should be any surprise to anybody. Ryan Reynolds actually had an interview where he talked about Detective Pikachu and his audition for Detective Pikachu. And he was trying to get this gruff, I'm going to solve this crime stuff. And the producers that were auditioning him, they said, "Can you just kind of sound more like yourself?" And he's like, "Okay." So he put a little bit in, and they're like, "No, just talk normal. Just talk normal. We didn't hire Ryan Reynolds we hired you for your voice, for your
Yeah.
yeah." And he was like, so that's why Pikachu sounds like me.
Sounds like
So
I mean, Ryan Reynolds is pretty dreamy, so.
yeah. Have you seen Free Guy yet?
Yes, we just watched that at work a couple weeks ago.
I gotta see it. No spoilers.
I liked it. It was really good. Very entertaining.
I think we're probably gonna try to watch it maybe this weekend. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it again because we turn things on at work, and depending on how busy it is, like you get to watch 10 minutes of it, and then next thing you know, you're watching the credits. So it's not always the most conducive environment. I did remember a horror game that I played on my cell phone, and I'm waiting for the third version to come out. That's True Fear. It's called True Fear.
I don't know what that
Never
is.
heard of it.
I think True Fear Forsaken Souls. So it's there's two. Well, the first and the second one are out. I've just been waiting on the third. There were times I like legit threw my phone, like jump scare. It's the first one is this woman gets this delivery late at night for this certified letter. Her sister has come back after being gone for like 10 years or something. So she's supposed to meet her at their abandoned family home. And it's kind of like an escape room concept. So you go through all of these levels where, you have to find all these little clues and do these little things. And it's like her family story is really good. And the second one takes place in an asylum. And that one is equally as creepy. So yeah, I couldn't play it after dark because I'm a child. But it was good. I have been anxiously awaiting the third one.
I was gonna take some behind you while you're putting something.
Okay.
It had like the side of your face in it.
Okay. Tasha, did you have another thing that you wanted to ask?
The question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things.
I still don't have a horror person I'd want to die.
Yeah.
That's hard. I don't know why that's so hard. I think it's because they always kill everybody you like.
Yeah. That's valid. It's kind of like what Adam does to me in his books.
Oh my God.
Not that he can be watching this because he's got to be lame and be 6 hours ahead.
Yeah, he's like knocked out probably. In the bed.
On him.
Yeah, I think the only death that ever like really lingered for me was Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really I loved his character, like,
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
I love.
Yeah, I was pretty excited when I went back and rewatched the Scream movies before we did our horror bestie breakdown episode.
Oh, right.
And I had forgotten so much about them.
I had to watch most of them too. Like I didn't have to rewatch the first one or the second one, but I remembered most of 3, but 4 I didn't remember at all. So I had to watch them before I went and saw the new one.
I'm gonna try that one more time.
Okay. But anyway.
That's much better.
I was trying to be still so Mike could take a picture.
Yeah, so I just got a new toy.
Action shots.
Yeah. For the socials.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what? Being on social media is so exhausting, but I think I'm sort of finally getting a hang of it. Like, it's a lot.
You're way better at it than I am.
I don't know. I wasn't. I just I mean, if you want to do things, I mean, if you want shit to grow, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And it's sad because like I get a lot out of it. Like I love the interaction. I love meeting new people. It's just I just forget sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, I should have posted this, or oh no, I forgot to share yesterday's video.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, oh, I always feel bad that I'm like not good at that.
That's when you get into automation and be all nerdy and shit.
And be all nerdy and shit.
I'm already all nerdy, but I don't know anything about
I
automation.
need help in that area.
Yeah, I am the epitome of a Weird Al Yankovic song, White and Nerdy.
White and nerdy.
It's a good jam.
Which actually, what's funny is Chamillionaire, who did writing, or who wrote and created writing, he said that White and Nerdy got him a Grammy. Like he got a Grammy because of White and Nerdy.
That's crazy.
My high school's theme song unofficially was Amish Paradise.
That's a good one.
And
Tasha, did you see this one?
Oh, I like that one.
It's pretty.
Did I ever actually show you mine?
You sent me pictures.
Lunama?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this is the one I'm going to pair with it. Because of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Print is Dead does amazing stuff. She's actually going to do a commission piece for me at some point.
Oh,
Yeah,
super awesome.
I had messaged her. You know she does tattoo commissions? Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the mermaid.
Oh, that's really cool.
siren.
I think I got Melinda a mermaid. Melinda,
It's a
you're still
siren.
watching. Did I get you a mermaid? I know I got you a cat one.
Siren. And then my
We're on
fox.
her in an hour.
Oops.
That's a nice wolf.
Fox.
This is a fox. That's the
Sorry, fox.
God, Mike.
That's a cool woodland creature.
There you go. Yeah,
That's
I like it.
a animal. Yeah.
I was super jealous though because
Are you laughing?
my friends got their packages before I got mine. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
okay.
Is that Melinda?
Yep. I don't think I have the mermaid.
You have a cat though. I got you the cat.
Well, sorry.
Are you sure?
No, I don't have
Ruh-roh.
a mermaid. But do you have a permaid?
Tasha, I actually ordered some stuff for you yesterday that I'm really excited about. But it's gonna take like weeks to get it.
Oh no.
Do we freeze?
No.
Oh, what are you saying? Oh no for?
It's gonna take weeks to get here.
You scared me. I thought something was wrong.
Hang on.
She's
Okay, I can't
She
sit still
says
that
her
long.
mermaid is on book paper.
Book paper?
Book paper. You know, paper that goes in books.
Yeah.
Like some
There-
of the illustrious authors who came on and talked to Angel about their influential horror movies that you should see.
Yes.
Personally endorsed by Joshua Marcella.
I saw a really cool meme one time that was like, books are just tattoos on dead tree skin.
Yes.
See, there's the proof.
Yep.
Yep.
Did he say something, or is Tasha being proof by saying that?
No, I went up in the comments and found
Tasha's a
some.
proof of
And
that.
then showed it again.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's worth a refresh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when it was funny because when I tweeted that originally, I didn't expect to get any interest like at all, and I was like, well, maybe like a couple, like one or two people, and then Josh retweeted it, and I got a lot more than I asked for, and I was like, I had to say I can't take any more, and I messaged Mike or called Mike, I can't remember, but I was like, can we do this? Is this something? Are we going to be able to make this work? There's so many people, and I've already said it. I can't take it back. I was full blown panic, and it was by far the best decision I've made as far as putting myself out there, because I definitely I wouldn't have met you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. Well, I'd already met Steve, I guess, but I did. That was what led to our ongoing collaboration was that video with him. You know, I met a lot of really cool people. Like I really did. And it was just, I'm really glad that I did that. It was so I was nervous, but I'm glad that I did it.
Yeah.
I did a tarot reading before I did that, Tasha, that told me I needed to stop getting in my own way.
I mean, I feel like that was pretty on point then, wasn't it?
It was. It was.
Yeah,
and
I feel like
as I did, I
Oh, that is an Instagram worthy shot if I've ever seen one. See?
Oh man.
With the cocaine behind it.
Yeah, I feel like
it's real life, yo.
I will never get tired of how amazing everybody is.
I know, like the community.
I can't say it enough. I'll never get tired of hearing it, never get tired of seeing it.
And you know that it's true because it's everybody's experience.
Yeah.
Like everyone is talking about from Luther to us, like everyone's constantly sharing about all of the love and support that they're getting.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Heck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All the peeps. All of them.
Clear out just a little bit.
I hear the beat.
Ah.
Oh, good. Oh,
I'm like trying to be still. I'm almost done. Only got like a few more to put up.
I was going to say, do you even have room left?
Girl, I got room. This is a big ass board. This thing is 3 feet by 4 feet.
See, and I was thinking, like, I think your board, yeah, yours is definitely bigger than mine. Although I also have 2 of them.
I was going to say, you have 2, don't you?
Yeah, one is a lot smaller, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been blown away with the community in general.
Yeah.
And I think like, that's been like literally everybody's experience. Like Brandon talked about it. I don't know, like I feel like everybody, especially the writing, specifically the writing horror community has been really like, just really great.
Yeah, I'm a huge
I feel
fan.
very lucky.
Yeah, you should. Because you talk to me every day.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, Tasha, tell the story about what happens when you don't answer Angel's text messages for like 10 hours.
Okay, it was technically longer than 12 hours or 10 hours.
It was.
I think.
I really legit. I messaged Mike and I was like, I think Tasha's dead. Like, you don't understand. We don't go more than a couple hours without communicating. This is not like her.
Yeah.
I was worried.
I just decided I was gonna. I like had the beginnings of a headache, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go lay down.
Right.
And then woke up, and it was like full migraine, and I didn't touch my phone from like 2 p.m. till 7 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
And woke up to voicemails and messages.
Look.
Basically everything like, I hope you're not dead.
Yeah. Was I the only one?
There was one other person that messaged me.
You could have lied. You could have said, no, of course not. There were a lot of people worried about me.
Yeah.
You could have lied.
No, there was my friend Kendall, she was like, if you hadn't reached out to me at the time you did, I was about to get concerned. Yeah. But of course, now that I've been off, I feel like I'm better adjusted now that I'm finally like
to the new
off
schedule,
night shift. Yeah. I can actually get through the day without taking a nap. So
yeah, you get through a lot of voice notes now without yawning.
Yeah, right? It's amazing. Like it's not a permanent fixture anymore.
That's awesome.
That's always helpful.
Yeah. No, I was worried. I definitely was. I love you, bro. I was like so worried. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I was really concerned.
Mike texted me the next morning and was like, "Did you talk to Tasha yet?" Because he knew I was legit worried.
Yeah, like and we were all worried about who was gonna pitch in for the Airbnb. I mean, we're all concerned about your safety.
Yep. You better find somebody.
So I think we've been canceled. With me.
Maybe just you. I feel like I'm still on the good list. I didn't want her dead, so.
Yeah, it's valid.
I didn't want her dead either.
My bar for canceling people is like
You're really low. I'll just put up with whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? When I looked for places to stay for Mothman, it was pretty fucking scarce. There was nothing for it was pretty far, like 30 miles and
Well, first of all, it's West Virginia.
I
There's
know
like
that,
3 hotels in a
but
50-mile
also,
radius.
no, I talked to the girl at the nose place, the tattoo place, and she said Mothman is nuts there. Like, it's
Did she say at the
nuts.
nose place?
Yeah, where Mike followed along, Tasha. Keep up. Anyway.
Looks like somebody's uncanceled.
And no, she did. She said that like there's nowhere to eat, there's nowhere to park. She was like, it's insane. Like, you think they can't fit that many people in that space, but they do.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
Well, it's like there's a
dang.
There's a difference in the like a marked difference in the population for like that weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because West Virginia is not, for those that are not in the U.S. or don't give a shit about West Virginia, there aren't that many people there. It's pretty scarce.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn scarce.
All right, y'all want to see my board? I'm done.
Woo! Take it off.
That's a different
That's
kind
a
of
different
live stream.
website. And that's
Where's my money been going this whole time?
drugs.
I don't make that kind of money.
Drugs.
If by drugs you mean stickers, then yes.
Same difference, dude. Same difference.
Oh, I love it. That's so awesome sauce. Yay! And you still have room.
Dude, I still have room.
That's the important part.
Amazingly enough.
Jesus. That thing is deceivingly heavy.
Especially with all that art on it.
Yeah. The art is the heavy part.
Yeah. The mood is rather heavy with horror.
The mood is heavy. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Art's done.
Yay.
So exciting.
Who would I want to be dead in horror? I still don't have an answer for this. Maybe. Damn. Have you seen Woman in Black?
Yes.
You have? Maybe the villagers that were such assholes to him when he got there.
Anybody who's mean to Harry Potter.
Yeah, right? He was actually really good in that, though.
It was.
He was really good.
I feel like, between him, Emma Watson, like they've done pretty good things since they've left Hogwarts.
Yeah, since they left Hogwarts. Doing big things in the human world.
Right.
He's actually like, I feel like he's a really good actor.
Who?
Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah.
He's got some layers.
Have y'all seen the meme about an undercover like buddy cop movie with Vin Diesel and Terry Crews, and then Daniel Radcliffe, an evil Daniel Radcliffe, played by who was
I
it?
feel like I have heard about that. He's actually the guy. What's that new Sandra Bullock movie?
Why can't I think of his name?
The Lost City.
He's that. Daniel Radcliffe's actually in that. He's the proprietor or whatever you want to call it.
I have to see it because Channing Tatum is in it, but
Brad Pitt's in it too.
Channing Tatum.
Elijah Wood. An evil Dan Radcliffe played by Elijah Wood.
No. Okay, maybe I haven't seen this or heard of this.
And his sidekick, Elijah Wood, played by Dan Radcliffe.
That's awesome.
But it's like the buddy cop film was about like Terry Crews is a crossover anime artist, and then Vin Diesel was like this big D&D player, which he is. And then they didn't want each other to know about their like nerdy secret or whatever. But then they have to go undercover at Comic-Con.
Oh snap!
And
That
then,
sounds like a shit show, but like a funny one.
oh yeah, it sounds amazing. I would go.
I would watch it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care if it's a bad movie. It sounds awesome.
I was so mad that when I lived in California, I didn't make it to Comic-Con in San Diego.
Oh, that kind of surprises me. Also, how far are you into this?
A couple pages ahead of when I was last time you asked. I haven't been doing as much cardio at the gym, and I read on the treadmill.
I've been using my Death Tarot as my bookmark.
Ooh, that's accurate.
I really like this a lot.
Yeah.
I like the way Gemma writes a lot. And it was so funny because she, she does covers. You know that, right? She does.
Oh no, I didn't.
She paints her own covers, I think.
Oh, that's
I know
awesome.
she did. So she did the cover for that other book I'm reading by Tom Reimer, who's going to join us on the 5th. And he, his newer book called Malevolent Nevers. So she did the cover for that, which I bought the same time I bought this. And then I bought Dead Inside, that anthology that Laurel Hightower was behind. Yeah. She did the cover for that too. So like back to back, I just got like Gemma art. That's awesome. She does amazing work. No, I love it. Yeah.
Okay, another question. What are 2 or 3 things that legit scare you? Like if you're just like home chilling or whatever and something happens, you're like, nope.
Lights. 2 or 3 things. Toys going off. You don't have a toddler, so I know like you can't quite relate to that. But the other day when Melinda came over, we were just gonna hang out and talk for a little bit. One of my son's dinosaurs, the batteries were dying, and it like kept going off, but like didn't sound like a normal dinosaur. It was terrifying. I had to take the batteries out of it. And
that would get me.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. The animals acting weird always makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like when they stare at a wall.
Cats are really bad about that, by the way. Cats are horrible about like staring at these things.
So is my grandma's dog.
We were all still living together, and this is an apartment. I was sitting in the middle of my bed, and my cat's like in my lap, and she sits up kind of, and she like looks behind me, and then instantly she just goes like this. Like really like juts her head back, and I was like, we got to burn this fucking building down. There's no way. Like it was terrifying.
So my 3 things would have to be phantom crying, which is okay. So this happens.
I was gonna say I haven't had that happen.
This happens for some parents where
you're
so used to like, at certain points in the night, the baby cries or whatever. And
yes,
you instinctively get up.
I have experienced that.
So that happening. The toys going off too. Like, so we have a lot of like we had a lot of little Einstein toys that would play different pieces of classical music.
Yeah.
And our daughter, played with them for hours a day. and so eventually the battery started to die, and it would just go off key and be like really just weird and creepy, and my cats are assholes, and they would set the toys off at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So like one weekend, Melinda and our daughter went to her parents' house, just for, I think, to help clean something or sort something. I don't remember. No, it's not really important. But I had to work, so I was at home, and I got in bed and was almost asleep when I started hearing crying. So not really thinking about it, I went into her room, and obviously she's not there. I'm just like, well, that's scary.
Sorry, I'm like burning up in my sweater.
And then,
but I'm still wearing,
Heck yeah.
And then, I go and lay back down, and right as I'm just about to fall asleep again, one of the cats sets off this little jellyfish toy. in the living room, and you can just hear like. I was like, oh my god. The worst thing, though, and if she's still on, she will either she'll know what I'm talking about. So my wife loves to collect carousels. Her mom loves
Exactly. What the fuck? Of all the things. Exactly, Tasha.
Her mom collects porcelain dolls, so it's a step up from that.
Is it? Not all porcelain dolls play music.
So at the house, in the first house that we lived in, and later Angel became our roommate in that house. There was a bedroom that had some boxes in it. Or no, that's where we'd set up the carousels. We had some boxes, we unpacked them, put up the carousels and stuff.
Like I came and visit before I lived here. I would visit, and that's the fucking room I had to sleep in.
Yeah. So it's an older house, and older houses tend to settle. Well, when you have spring-powered music boxes, if something changes, see, I just don't look at the eyes. I'm just staring at the floor, just walk, just.
I feel like that's just as scary if they don't have eyes, though. I feel like it's kind of.
Oh, it's worse.
It's worse.
So I was heading downstairs one night, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go downstairs for something, and she's not home. I think she was working. I think it was back when.
You did restaurant stuff?
Yeah. And I was heading downstairs, and so I go and step on the stairs, and the stairs hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
But
thanks for supervising Melinda's watch.
Anyway,
and I would like to just add that, Melinda, you're the weirdo in this situation. We're not like these mean people that just no, you're the weird one. Continue.
So I walk down the steps, and the steps start to creak a little bit, which it's an older house. But the steps are also in the middle of the house, like the very, very middle of the house. So when they creak, the whole house kind of
moves around it.
And it started making the carousels play. I left.
I couldn't.
I got in the car and I drove away.
So,
I went to the QT and just kind of got a drink and just chilled out for a minute before I went back. I was like, no.
I just sleep in my car
to go back in the house. So I was like,
there's no way.
Sure that someone was going to murder me.
Someone or something,
and not in the fun way either.
Well, so this is the same house that if you've seen the Ghost Stories episode, where Melinda and I both saw that white face. This was the same house. I don't know. There's just something.
Yeah.
What are your three things? Oh wait.
Well, the creaking has been an adjustment for me. Because obviously I moved out of my apartment, which had been recently-ish renovated, and I never heard my neighbors or anything. It was just quiet. So now I'm in a house, which I'm super excited about, but it was also built in 1892 or 96, and it's still original. I don't know about original floors, but they're really old hardwood floors and everything else.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of creaking, settling, kind of stuff like that. I think I sent you a text about 8 million times while I had my grandma's dog, because he would just randomly stop and perk up and start barking at the kitchen. Which
That's probably where the Victorian children died.
Which is also.
Oh yeah. So my mom and my sister were down. It was I had 2 nights in the house before they came down to visit for Christmas.
Yeah, it was right after you moved.
Yeah. And I was still on night shift, so I'd get home by 20 after 6, come in, unpack my lunch, brush my teeth, go to bed. And I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I hear like steps through the house, and then the door closes, and then it sounds like a vehicle drives away. So I'm like, I don't know where my mom's going this time of day. Like, I can't figure out what she would possibly need this early in the morning. Like, she must have just gone to the grocery store or something. Whatever. Go to bed. And I get up later, and I'm like, hey, where'd you go this morning? And she's like, what are you talking about? Where did you go this morning? I was like, you didn't leave? She's like, no. She's like, I heard you come in, and then I heard you leave again, heard the door shut. She's like, well, I didn't hear you come back in. And I was like, because I didn't leave again. So yeah, that kind of but there hasn't really been, other than Damon like losing his mind.
It's just interesting though, because the door where that happened is in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, it's out through the other way.
Like as soon as you told me that, I was like, is that where that door? I was like,
and
no.
He is like the worst guard dog ever, because apparently I do a really bad job of stacking dishes in the dish drainer. So there's always plastic that shuffles at some point randomly hours later.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the couch and he's chilling next to me, and plastic fell out there. And I jumped, he jumped, and then he just turns and looks at me like, you gonna go check that? I was like, what use are you? This is awful. Like, I'm about to go get murdered, and you're gonna be like, hey, hi bro, bye, can you leave me alone? Like, worthless.
That's funny.
Absolutely worthless.
That's funny.
And then spiders always get me. So
yeah. So I forgot what I was going to say. So I'm going to say something else.
It's that time of night.
One of the creepiest things that's ever happened to me has not been in piggybacking off of your story about the person who left. When I was younger, because obviously it couldn't have happened when I was older. I was a scout. I was a scout for a long time. Through most of my life as a minor human being, and so in South Georgia, there's a place called Camp Osborne, which is the Boy Scout Reservation, which I never really liked that name to begin with, but anyway. So in this campground, there's this huge swamp. There's a flat area. There's like a little plains area where a lot of the activities are done. There's this swamp, and then it goes up onto this, and then you go up onto the ridge where there are a bunch of campsites. But to get to the ridge, you have to either walk around. It's like 2 mile walk around, or you can cut the time in half by going through the swamp. And there is a long ass bridge. It's still there, I think, but
Bridges are
called Ben Turner Bridge.
I've seen enough horror movies to know that you never take the shortcut.
So
never. Someone says that there no.
So the neat thing about the swamp is because it's so wide and so dense, the water would warm up during the day. So in the evening, when it cooled down, the evaporating water would condense and create fog. Yeah, I use the word neat loosely.
Fog is a Melinda trigger too.
Yeah,
that's another thing for me.
You walk through and there's just fog, just patches of fog everywhere, and these old bald cypresses that are probably 80 to 100 years old, covered in Spanish moss, and just inky black water all around you. So I was heading back to the ridge because we'd finished dinner, and I was gonna head through the cut to get up to the ridge so that I could get the fire ready for the scouts who were coming up around the swamp. So I start heading on this bridge. I get about 100 yards on this bridge, and I see what looked like a shadow come up and then just kind of land on the bridge. Like it's really foggy. I could barely see, and I didn't know what it was. But at the time, I didn't want to find out what it was.
Hell no.
So I ran. And I think that was the fastest I ever ran, but it took a couple of years for me to go on that bridge alone again. So like during the middle of the day, I would go, because the worst thing that would happen is one of the boards would break, you'd fall through, and get eaten by an alligator.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. And it was relatively well kept, so I wasn't really worried about that. But dusk and dawn, like the first time that I got on the bridge, after that happened, I sprinted the mile from the start of the bridge to my campsite, to my tent. And it is, you go through Ben Turner and you go up this ridge, and it's windy. There are knotty roots all over the place. I could have.
This sounds like a horror movie, like straight up.
Yeah, no, I
there's a level in
ran.
Silent Hill that I'm pretty sure is like the exact same thing as what you just described.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find some small pictures of the Ben Turner Bridge. But it was such a just creepy bridge. Yeah.
So what are we rating the Cocalero?
I think I need a second opinion.
A second opinion or a second taste to get a better opinion?
That's what I said.
I can't help.
Soon, Tasha. Soon. Did I tell you she's going to try to come July 4th?
Yes.
Okay, I can't remember.
And then I meant to respond and then didn't.
I do that all the time.
I'm excited, Tasha.
And then 3 days later, I texted you about something
completely different. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Because I was like, well, I see where I didn't respond to this, but it would just be.
But anyway, I needed to ask you this instead.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I'm like, why
we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think we're gonna go axe throwing.
I've been meaning to do that and haven't been able to go yet. So
Melinda brought it up not that long ago, but I was like, we should do that when Tasha comes. That'd be fun, and totally would be a content thing.
Yeah, it would. That would be fun.
I got the camera for it now.
Who would be the best axe murderer?
My guess, you know who I'm betting? Probably you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So we gotta talk about this. Axe murderer as in able to hit the target, or axe murderer as in being such a bad thrower that you accidentally murder one of us with one of the axes that you throw?
That's a valid question.
I mean, do I have to pick just one? Like
all the above.
It could be that maybe after some drinks she's not very good, and then it turns into the violence and the bloodshed that is.
But also, do you even lift, bro?
I mean,
that was why I said that, actually. Because every time, like, so sometimes when Tasha goes to the gym, she's like, I have to prepare in case when we go do that tour at Mothman, I have to be able to defend us. That's what she says to me.
That's my goals. Yeah, hashtag goals.
They're like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. Who would be the worst thrower of the group?
Probably me.
You sure?
I've never thrown an axe. I don't fucking know. They seem
sure?
heavy. Oh, no, it's Melinda. She's going to surprise you. Watch.
No,
she'll be the best. She'll be the best.
When it comes to deadly weapons, she is usually the best at throwing them.
Especially if Mike goes. If Mike goes, then.
So we went to Ren Fair and they do the axe throwing.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that, and she actually did really well. I don't think
the ones that give me anxiety are the videos where you see people throwing them and they miss and it like bounces up. I'm like, oh my god.
Here's a question. What do you think is the most effective weapon in a horror movie?
In a horror movie or zombie apocalypse? These are two very specific questions.
Horror movie.
Baseball bat. That's my
Really?
zombie answer, so I'm keeping it.
Fucking sage in this and an alabaster shell.
No,
Like,
no.
smudge
Because
pot that shit.
here's the deal. If you're facing something supernatural, Hollywood is full of shit. You ain't coming out of that okay. You can do your little things. You can throw water at it, whatever. That shit, you're dead. You might as well give it up. With a baseball bat, you have a chance. And unlike in video games, it doesn't break on the first time. And I learned this trick. If you put a sock over it, if someone tries to grab it for you, they're going to pull the sock off and you get a second hit.
Really?
I'm going with trench knife.
I'm not using a knife.
So
What is a
a
trench
knife?
trench knife is kind of like a punch knife except bigger. So it's got blades on either side, but it's also got a point so you can basically anything that doesn't require ammunition. If you have anything that
requires
Little
ammunition.
jam.
It's definitely a melee. I definitely would go melee.
So I would probably go with a bearded axe.
I wouldn't be able to do an axe. It's going to be too heavy. If I have to do it more than twice, I'm going to get murdered.
Yeah, so with the bearded axe,
I'm just saying.
You could sweep the legs, so you could at least disable them until you get your strength back enough to land a critical hit. But
It's just a flesh wound.
So what is yours?
Are we still sticking horror movie? Because you said you were going with your zombie apocalypse one.
Well, I'm going to keep it in the same thing. If it's good enough for zombies, it's good enough for Michael Myers. He's going to survive anyway. It ain't going to matter.
Yeah, that's valid.
And it's not going to matter what weapon you have against Ghost. You're not going to win.
And also, if it's Jason, you can do like, bonk, back to horny jail.
Or Jason. That's like one of the worst franchises. Do you know that one didn't make anybody's list? I had the other two main ones. I had Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street on a couple, two different ones. But Jason wasn't on anyone's influential horror. Like, no one cares about poor Jason and his weird supernatural bringing back to life story where he's suddenly a grown man, even though he died as a child.
Oh, God. Have you seen pictures of that lake in, I think, Minnesota, where they dropped a sculpture or the statue of Michael Myers in there? Yeah. Man, I don't know.
You asked I just assumed you had an answer because you were so really, really. That's what you look like when you said that. Really, a car? Can I use a vehicle?
I mean, I approve. I always carry my pocket knife.
I think we'll be fine. If Mothman comes, he'll go away.
Be like,
have I told you guys that I'm excited about Mothman?
No, you have not.
I'm so pumped. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a good time, bro.
I think we should try to do, I think Mike and I have already talked about this, and I may have told you this too, Tasha. I think we should try to do a live while we're there, during one of our hangouts.
Yeah.
Not necessarily when we're out doing stuff, because that'll be footage for the whatever video we put, Mike puts together. And
we.
Oh, it was so funny. You'll get a kick out of this. You probably haven't even looked at it yet. So when I had Scott on Sunday, when he and I were talking, he was like, I forget exactly what he said, but he brought up the editing, and he's like talking about it being a pain in the ass because he does mostly podcasts. And he's like, it's just so much. I don't know how you do it, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't. I was like, I have someone that does that for me.
I anticipate some clever little saying to pop up across the bottom of the screen when that part hits.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like, yeah. How hard is it?
I told him, I was like, but I do edit the podcast. That's still a pain in the ass. Do you know how long those episodes are? Are all of us are dead? Do. I gave up. I was like, if there's shit in there that ain't supposed to be in there, it's got to be in there.
That was a really
such a long episode because it was a series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What one did you did one recently that's like 2 hours long?
That's 2 hours?
Yeah.
I don't think the chainsaw one was that long, was it?
Well, Mike doesn't touch the podcast only ones.
Oh, that's right.
Those are just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2 hours.
I was gonna look,
Oh.
but it was a video, not just like a.
Yeah, it was a video. It was an interview.
Are you talking about the last influential horror one? Or are you talking
Maybe.
about something else?
Might be the last one.
That one was over 2 hours.
I'm just glad that like you do the podcast editing because I will edit the shit out of any document somebody sends me. But beyond that, I'm useless.
I didn't know how to do any of it either. I had to learn or ask Mike. I mean, you just
I got
kind of,
nothing.
And by learn, she means ask Mike.
or the Google.
No, I mean,
Who
That
is
was
also
over
Mike?
2 hours, or that was 2 hours.
yeah, it just happened the past couple of weeks. I just had to download it from.
I haven't done any like that long. Steve is much better at staying on task than I am, so all of my videos with Steve are very short.
Yes,
There's
they
less
are.
digressing.
I don't have to. I don't have to content edit as much. It's great.
He keeps me on track, so it's like, and then he's like, "Okay, now we're done." He's really good at that. He is. I'm not. I can talk for hours, as you all know.
He may
Uh-uh.
just putting it out there. He may have a little bit more experience.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're not subscribed to Steve Reads Books and stuff,
Talks
or
books.
sorry, Steve Talks Books and stuff. Sorry, Steve.
Steve talks books.
He does also
words
read
are hard.
them.
He changed it.
Anyway, if you aren't subscribed to Steve, subscribe to Steve.
Good people.
Pretty much anybody else that's that you've seen pop up that has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
Steve's awesome. I think that I don't know what video you're talking about.
it was. I don't think you've taken it down. I think it's still
Under live?
Yeah, under live.
That's Scott.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah, you got to edit that one. But I will say this, there are two really, really good tangents that you should pull out. One of them has to do with found footage, and the other is about A24.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so pull out those two tangents.
And then
get
there'll be
rid
an
of
hour
it.
and 50 minutes left.
All right. So what I'm hearing, Tasha, back me up on this. Take those two out, make videos out of those, and then trash the rest.
The rest is his influential horror.
That's what I heard. Oh, yeah, don't do that, Scott.
We love Scott. Both of us. She listens to him too.
Oh, good.
Scott's hysterical. He was like, he said something. I can't remember what it was. And he was like, I was like, now people are angry in the comments. He was like, yeah, but it's your channel. So I was like, you wouldn't care if it was your channel. He goes, no, I still would have said it.
Now, so I will say, going on podcasts with like people from the UK, so different than what you get over here. Like, I've done some sports podcasts with some folks, over in the UK, and it's crazy. It's absolutely just nuts. Like one live stream, one of the guys just got on this soapbox and just I thought we were gonna have to do like a well visit for him just to make sure he was okay.
Because he just got so into like
my god, he got so angry.
You know which one I'm excited about? I'm excited to talk to Adam.
As you should be.
Yeah, Adam is a doll. Day that I'm filming with him, it's me and him. We're gonna do his influential horror, and then right after that, we're jumping on with Steve to do an episode on a Shudder original that he posted about. And then in April, I'm filming again with him for a video about zombies. Ooh. So hopefully I don't hate him on camera because I got some commitments.
So I think for when I edit that video, every single time he goes to answer a question, I'll just cut it. Just like, beep.
You know what's funny? I forgot to tell him to hear the actual answer to the question. He had to go listen to the podcast. I forgot because he didn't answer Adam's question in the YouTube version of that episode.
Huh.
He answered it in the it's the full versions on the podcast, so it's there. But
Yeah.
and I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I was like, oh shit, I meant to tell him that, and I totally forgot. He's probably like, what the fuck?
Rude.
He's
So
probably
rude.
like, man, so much hate.
Nah,
Sorry, Adam.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's what you get for doing what you do in your books.
That's right. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
want to say too much. I was like,
I have never
He did what in his book?
look.
kills everybody you love. That's what he does.
Oh,
Which really
okay.
makes me sad because I feel like that means the one I'm really connected to is going to die in the second book.
I don't know who you're really
This is
connected to.
I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you to. You can't keep this under control.
I can't.
You'll make a face and it'll ruin the book, and I want to be sad and cry about it in the moment.
It's just my face.
I wonder if one of his influential movies or series is Game of Thrones.
No.
Hi, do you like this person? Dead. Do you like this person? Dead.
Yeah.
I
I didn't think the first one
Do you
was.
fucking hate this person?
They
Yeah.
survive until the very end of
Yeah.
it. I don't think he did. Like, it wasn't that bad in the first one. Not in my opinion. Nobody that I was attached to died in the first one.
I was hit or miss.
The one
I will
that
say-
I'm attached to is the one that comes at the end of the first one.
There's a couple of those.
No, this is like the final page of the book.
What about the one before that?
No.
Really? You don't think?
I haven't even had time to start that one because I'm an idiot and I picked 2 chunky books to read for this month. I've got to start looking at page counts. Not that I'm regretting it because I'm loving this. And I'm also really liking
it's
Malevolent
really
Nevers by Tom Reimer. I'm sorry if I butchered that.
Better
I really
sort
like
that
it.
out before
But
found footage, Mom.
What?
I said you better sort that out before found footage.
I'm going to ask before. You'll be there because I'll be like, how do you say your name? Tom. I don't but I wanted to read something by him before he came on, I thought that made sense. And then but the other ones was a trilogy. I was like, I definitely am not like that. Tasha could probably finish a trilogy by then, but I definitely can't. And so I got this other one and it's just as thick, if not thicker than this one. I was like, fuck. I'm gonna do it though. I'm halfway through this and I'm like a third of the way through Malevolent Nevers. I'm gonna do it.
I wish I had the patience to read a book.
I wish I had the patience to read a book too.
I used to read. So like when I was a kid, I read all the time. Like
I did too. I really did too.
I could go through 10 books a week.
Like it's nothing.
But what's so fucked is like I loved reading until school made me read, and then I hated it.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely despise it. Like I remember the book Scarlet Letter was what broke me.
That was awful. I got one worse than that, but go ahead.
There was also House of Seven Gables.
I didn't read that one.
I had to. It sucked.
Did you ever,
Great American Novel. Yeah.
Did you ever have to read?
Tell me I have to read that. It's gonna suck.
Did you ever read or have to read I, Claudius?
I don't remember.
So I skipped 8th grade English. Like in 8th grade, I went into 9th grade English. So,
okay, then Tasha.
So there were a lot of novels that they read that year that I missed out on.
No, we're over here like we can't read. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying? Sorry.
There were a lot of books. Like they read, I think like the Grapes of Wrath. Of Mice and Men. But yeah, I didn't read those.
So here's the thing. I read of Mice and Men in 6th grade and loved it. And then in 10th grade, I had to read it again. I fucking hated it. And it's because I had to read it. I remembered the entire story, but then they were like, but you have to read it again. I said, but I've already read it. They're like, no, but you have to read it again. And I said, but I've I don't know if you don't understand or you're just not you're not listening, Linda.
There's a disconnect.
Your comprehension's not working.
Yeah. I've already read the book, and they're like, you have to read it again. I said, okay, fine. And so through reading the book, I tried to forget as much of the story as humanly possible.
Yeah.
That's a weird situation. Because I was in the program I was in, I had to read a lot of crazy ass shit before every summer we had summer reading. We had it was pretty extensive. One of the ones that I would have, same thing, I would have actually loved to read and may reread one day on my own, that I would love to read on my own that we had to read that I loathed was The Metamorphosis of Ovid. Mm-hmm. Have you ever read that?
That sounds really familiar.
So it's a story. And I guess it's an anthology. I don't really know if that's what you'd call it, but it's thick and but it's about Greek mythology.
Oh, okay.
And it's all these stories about all the gods raping all the women they meet and turning them into things like trees and cows. And I'm in the 11th grade going, why? Why am I reading this shit?
To be fair, that was mostly Hera doing that.
Have you looked up how many kids Zeus has according to the mythos? It was a lot of Zeus. Zeus has 30 fucking kids, and they don't all, and none of them have the same mom, and it's crazy. But that was the one that I think, because I like Greek mythology, I would have liked to have read on my own.
Yeah.
And when I was in 8th grade, I read the complete works of Shakespeare and the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe over the summer.
I read Edgar Allan Poe when I was young.
Yeah.
Not Shakespeare so much.
Greek mythology really would do really well with Disney because the mothers tend to die very, very early on in the story. Because Hera kills them because she goes into a fit of jealous rage, and instead of
takes it out on the wrong person.
Right.
The only one that I think that lingers is whatever her name is, Persephone's mother. Demeter. That's it. Thank you. I actually really like Greek mythology, but that book was horrid. And having to read it as fast as we had to read it to get through it in class was a nightmare. Yeah. And we were given because we also read The Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a great mini-series on the Sci-Fi Channel. Not a fun book.
I loved the book. I really did. It was one of the things I read the Iliad and the Odyssey in 5th grade. Several years before I was forced to.
Yeah. They took our English teacher was also a college professor, and he was really cool. We really liked him, but he had some he took a list of all the names from the Odyssey and the Iliad. And we had to memorize them and record ourselves saying them for a grade.
Oh.
And when I tell you, that is the most useless shit.
What in the Agamemnon are you talking about?
That's about the only one I probably got right. Pretty sure I failed that one. Yeah, you had to go in a room with a recorder and read through the list of names. Who gives a shit? Crazy. This is what I do when I'm
a really weird.
When I'm reading a book and I get to a word I don't know or a name I can't pronounce, I go and then I just keep going. I don't look it up. I just skip it and then I keep moving.
Did either of you as kids read the Redwall series?
No. What's that?
Oh my God. So it is this little monastery that's filled with all these different animals, and they have the pirate rats that come in, and they're always having to defend themselves against these pirate rats. And it is the cutest book series ever. And they put
a bunch of really sad shit when I was in high school.
I read the first part of the series, the first trilogy of the series of A Wrinkle in Time. If you want to, okay, so the movie is kind of fun to watch and relatively easy to follow. By relatively easy to follow is if you stop watching it for about 5 minutes, you might as well start over because none of it's going to make sense. But that's the thing about A Wrinkle in Time, and that whole Wrinkle in Time, Swiftly Tilting Planet, and Wind at the Door were the 3 that I read. And I would have to go back and read chapters over again just because it was so hard to follow, but it was such a good story. Just so it transported you, even though it confused the ever living dog shit out of you. But yeah, that was a good series, and Animorphs was also a good series if you really want to have issues later in life.
You know which what book of that fucked me up? The one where the kid turns into a cockroach. I was like, nope. That's a weird one. Don't like that.
They're all weird.
They are, but the cockroach one was so weird to me. Like, I was like, that's not even a cool one. Like, why are we writing a book about?
I mean, it's going to survive.
Well, I guess that's true. I had to read Canterbury Tales was another one I had to read. Mm-hmm. And I also had to read Beowulf, which was fine. It's only 100 pages, not bad. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones I had to read. It was Animal Farm. Ugh. Good. Yeah. I get it. Like, I get it. Okay. I get that it's like this big, I get it. But also, God, I hated it.
Did you ever have to read Lord of the Flies?
No. No, you might have to read that.
You might actually enjoy reading that on your own. It's a fucked up story.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, but no, I didn't have to read that.
It's not so there. I think that libraries should have any book that you want available to you. That said, Lord of the Flies is a college level book.
Is it?
It is not for high school kids, and it is most certainly Catholic school where I grew up. Not appropriate for 7th graders. Assholes.
Have you read that one, Tasha?
Mm-mm. I saw clips of the movie. We watched it in my sociology class my junior year.
Do it justice.
In your sociology class,
the movie does not do it justice at all. Like the movie's good, but the book is just.
You know what one of my favorite books of all time is? Let's see if you can guess, Tasha.
The original Frankenstein?
No, but that would have been a good guess.
It's Frankenstein.
It's not that deep.
Ooh. Flowers for Algernon.
No, I did like that book, but that's not it.
Melinda, you still on? What was her favorite book?
What was her favorite book? It's Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Okay.
Yep, that's my favorite.
That makes sense. The whole series was absolutely just
so masterful. There were a couple that lulled.
Well,
Prince Caspian and the magician's nephew were kind of like meh.
Well, most of the kids in the stories are just dumb as hell.
They are. I really love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, though. I went and saw that in theaters. Okay, so here's a fun fact. So Angel, for whatever reason, dated this really dumb football player in high school, and he took me to go see The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because I was super pumped about it. Because again, favorite book, loved it. In fact, I have the Chronicles of Narnia in one giant book. Like I have that book.
Oh wow!
I love it. Like it's. I like that. I almost said franchise. I like that series. If it were movies, well, it is movies technically, but anyway. So I went to see the remake because there's a very old version that's a lot of fun to watch now, and I went in theaters to see it, and there's a very big event that happens. This is a very old story, but I guess I'll spare the spoilers. There's a very big event that happens, and it's very upsetting, like very upsetting. And he made fun of me for crying in the movie theater.
Oh,
when the guy does the thing?
When the girl does the thing.
When the girl does the thing, yeah. Kids
we were not together much longer after that.
You know, I never realized until we do videos how often I have to push my glasses up on my face.
I didn't realize until I started doing videos how often I go, or
That too.
A lot.
There was only one movie that I made fun of you and Melinda for liking. Sorry, I'm deep in thought. The Time Traveler's Wife.
With Eric Bana.
Yeah.
Oh. First of all, Eric Bana. I'm just saying, I love him.
They're over there.
You don't like him?
Over there bawling their eyes out.
I don't know who he is.
You don't know who Eric? Yes, you do. Hold on. You do. I know you do. No way.
How do you not know? How do you not know who the first Hulk? Well, the first movie Hulk was.
The first movie Hulk. He's an Australian actor. He's been in like a ton of stuff. That's not. Let me find a better picture. Hold on. Here we go. No?
He was in the Hulk?
One of them. Before Edward Norton. I love Eric Bana. Why did you make fun of us for liking that one?
I didn't so much make fun of y'all.
That was an emotional roller coaster.
How do you spell his last name?
Bana.
Like banana, except without the na.
Banana.
Reduced sodium banana. That's how you spell
What the fuck?
How do you grow a reduced sodium banana?
You take banana and then take out an NA. It's a chemistry joke.
I am disappointed in you.
That's what I get for not paying full attention. I'm like trying to find pictures of this dude to see if he looks familiar, and I'm like, low sodium banana.
Jesus,
that's like a whole level of genetic engineering.
He was in Finding Nemo.
Oh, he is in Finding Nemo.
Is he Bruce?
No, he's an anchor.
He's Anchor.
Oh.
Did you watch the Star Trek remake?
Yes.
With Chris Pine?
Yes.
He's Nero.
Not enough to remember that.
She was gonna say that.
Well, I had to look it up to remember.
He's a very normal looking guy. Like he's not like, but I love Eric Bana.
Yeah.
He was in a really fucked up movie called Munich.
I think so.
That was on the list of his filmography.
Yeah.
He played Avner Kaufman in Munich. He played Hector in Troy, speaking of.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Yes. Have you seen Troy with Brad Pitt?
Not enough to remember.
What the fuck, Tasha? That's like one of my favorites. I can't believe I forgot about that. Well, I was thinking about Time Traveler's Wife, and I was like, oh, God, Eric Bana. And I forgot about the fact, yes, he's, Hector. I forgot about that.
Here, that's definitely more of a
yeah.
Honka burn.
I'm about to find you a picture. Hold on. I totally forgot about that.
He's shirtless in most of the movie.
And he's got these beautiful things he wears in his hair. Ugh. Okay, hold on.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. Yeah.
What did you think I was going to say? I was trying to find one where he's got the blue.
I thought you were saying those couple beautiful things in his head, like his eyes.
Oh no, I meant the beads in his hair.
Oh, okay.
when they come back and they're like all in their blues, their royal blues, and he's got the little things in his hair.
Anyway,
girl, I feel like he'd look better shirtless.
Well, I wasn't going to put that up there, but Google it. He's shirtless a lot, and he does a lot of really cool scenes. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I can't see that well enough.
Google it. Troy. God, I cannot believe I forgot that he was Hector. God, that's a good fucking movie. That's one that I used to put on, like, just because I had the DVD and it was always around. And then I'd like to go to sleep, and I ended up always staying up to finish watching it. God, I love it.
So when I was a kid, the Iliad was one of my favorite books to read.
Save his beats.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the Eric Bana thing. Sorry. But he's
I'm not.
Yeah. Did you find the pictures?
Working on it.
Woo! I told you.
But here I am trying to get back on topic.
I'm sorry, you were talking?
No, I wasn't.
Damn.
I told you, it makes you want to do kitty paws. I know. He's super good looking, and he's a phenomenal actor too.
Anyways.
An appreciative nod as always.
With her... I agree.
Right.
So.
Please change the subject, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I mean I was going to talk about Troy more actually.
It's a good movie,
no,
Tasha. If you haven't
really
seen
good.
it, you should see it. It's
Yeah.
really good. Did you like Gladiator with Russell Crowe?
Did you like 300?
300 was fucking good.
I mean,
So it
Gerard
has-
Butler.
So it has as many shirtless men as Troy, or 300. Or sorry, Troy has as many shirtless men as 300.
Mm-hmm.
And
300 of them?
the abs were not painted on;
They're real.
they real.
And has a really good story. You know the story, right? Of the Battle of Troy?
Mm-hmm.
The woman and the... Okay, it's really good.
Yeah, I saw it on Monty Python, The Holy Grail.
That's right.
That's talking about another good movie that was just ahead of its time.
Right? Absolutely brilliant.
On that note, good night.
Do you not like Monty Python?
No. What is it Meg says in Family Guy? I'm a girl. I don't even like the good Monty Python sketches. That is super relatable.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god. I went on a kick a while back because they had so much of their stuff on Netflix.
They
So I
did.
watched like the Flying Circus, like the
Yep.
specials, the interviews, like all
So
the things.
real quick about that, my two favorite sketches, and three favorite sketches. I just thought of one that I think that everybody should watch. Is the Dead Parrot.
Yes.
The Dead Parrot is just amazing. The Penultimate Supper, which is a little bit underrated. Not a whole lot of people know about the Penultimate Supper. Where Michelangelo goes to the Pope and shows him his rendition of the Last Supper. And it's insane.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
And then Argument.
Which one is that one?
Where Eric Idle goes into he pays to have an argument.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It's Eric Idle and John Cleese and Eric Idle's like, I'd like to have an argument. John Cleese says, no, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. It's hilarious. Honorable mention is The Cheese Shop.
Yeah, the cheese shop is good. Not the Spanish Inquisition?
Overplayed. I love the Spanish Inquisition. Overplayed.
Yeah.
It is definitely the holy grail of those sketches.
Yeah.
She'll be real big.
I agree. I can't believe you don't like Monty Python.
Too cool for Monty Python.
It's a matter of opinion.
Huh?
So that's a matter of opinion.
Is it though? I ordered your shirt.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. This is the only one I've made so far, but I think it turned out really good.
It did. I like the colors too.
Yeah, I think it turned out really good. So once I make yours and Steve-O's, I'm gonna do a giveaway, I think.
I feel like it's always easy to give away a t-shirt. Everybody always wants a free t-shirt.
It's true.
Always. What is he doing?
He's right here on the phone.
Oh.
Oh, hey. Mike's in the closet.
The question is he going to come out of the closet?
Are you guys just doing shots?
Well, Mike and I had a shot of it to start. You want to try it? You can try it.
Are you doing mixed drinks or really just this?
No, we just did just a shot. That's all. We did it to start. I was just asking if you wanted to try it.
A shot.
Okay, I'm coming out of the closet.
One of the best episodes of South Park, by the way.
Just come out of the closet.
Oh, you see,
Be very careful with that bottle, yeah.
they did an episode There's South Park on Airsoft.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it because that's very true.
Here, hand me that bottle if you don't mind.
Is this licoricey? It smells
No,
like
just
gin.
don't say a word.
It smells like gin.
Just taste it. Don't say a word.
I'm so jealous.
Girl, we saving you some. Don't even worry. So when you come in July, you can have some.
Okay.
Oh, we might just order more.
It was only $40, dude. It wasn't even that expensive.
I'll take. Here,
What?
I'll drink it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hand me the shot glass. Let me move this out of the way, out of the splash zone.
Oh, so I finally hit the final requirement to move up a level for sellers in Fiverr,
Fiverr?
but they don't reevaluate until April 14th.
They have the dumbest rules. I'm sorry, love. That's awful.
I've got so much work coming in right now, though. Like, it's so exciting.
I'm excited for you. What's it taste like?
I don't know. It's kind of like gin, licorice.
Is that your dog?
It is.
Okay.
You didn't hear
I
it
didn't
going-
get any licorice.
I didn't get licorice either.
They did get the gin,
Looks
though.
like it's faint.
I got
It's
gin
not-
and lavender. Those are the two things that
Yeah,
I tasted.
lavender.
This I get the warming of the ginger.
What's what?
So it's got
The microphone. It's a microphone.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? She's like,
Like a dog.
hey, while you're in here, do you want to use your tall powers to put my board up there?
Did it fall? Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, it didn't
Jesus
fall.
Christ. So anyway, it's got cocoa leaf,
Sorry. What the fuck?
ginger,
Don't bump any of my pictures.
juniper, lavender, and 13 other.
I need to make you a
ingredients.
cup. You need a cup.
I'll take a cup.
Not you.
The one I have tonight, one of the girls at work made it for me.
I love that. I have that file.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Definitely.
Oh,
It's
Tasha,
also
look what it
sweet.
looks like.
It's also very sweet.
It's about to be
Yeah.
real awkward for a second. Hold on. Move, Rick.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, that does look good.
Yeah, I'm showing her my board. Her and anybody else that watches to the 2-hour mark.
2 hour, 22 minute, 22 second mark.
So shall I answer how I put up with you?
How does anyone put up with me?
Now, does
He just fucking.
this all record and get posted later on too?
It'll be available. I just have to change the I'm probably just gonna go back and well no, I shouldn't need to edit anything. It already has a thumbnail.
Yeah, just.
So I shouldn't have to do anything. It should just be up after this.
So we should just keep talking shit about Adam, so that when
yes, that's what I'm saying.
when he watches it. I gotta say, I don't think I have ever met someone that I can get as deep into a pun war as I have him.
Yeah, y'all got a weird friendship.
Oh my god, it is hilarious. He is my horror big brother.
Yeah. No, Adam's awesome. I really like Adam a lot. I met him because of you. You were like, oh, you like monster stuff? Here, read. This is, Adam has this book and
Yep.
I keep naming or keep saying the wrong, well, it says, I keep saying the wrong name of the movie that we're doing with Steve. And I clearly haven't watched it yet. And it's not till next weekend. It's fine. And so he was like, he goes, I was like, I said, I don't know why I keep messing that up. I said, I don't know how I get anything accomplished. I swear I'm a professional. And he was like, he goes, I'm the one that's supposed to be nervous about this. I was like, whatever.
That's fantastic. It's so pretty.
Dude, I'm obsessed. I love it.
I gotta get my other one started.
It's literally just like mostly print is dead.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I love her. So I messaged her to try to schedule some time to get ready to do a video for May.
Yeah.
Yeah. For an artist interview.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow I talked to Tyler Layup.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, he seems really cool. And then
Yeah.
and then Elise hopefully later in May.
Heck yeah.
I hope. As long as we can make it work, because UK, it's hard to
Timing.
schedule the time and stuff. Yeah.
That is.
Mike, say goodnight. I'm gonna end the live. We can still talk,
Okay.
but I'm gonna end the say goodnight, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Thanks for watching.
So much
We're
fun.
doing another one on the 5th, but it's gonna have a lot more purpose. It's gonna be about found footage.
Heck yeah, it is.
So that one will be April 5th. And it will be with myself, Tasha, Brandon Applegate's going to come back, a friend of ours, Zach, and Tom Reimer. If I didn't butcher that. So hope you guys have a good rest of your week and a good weekend, and we'll see you later.
Woo-hoo.
Bye.